1 Minute Inspirations, Henry Street Church of Christ. Not my way, but God's way instead. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Naaman was the commander of the Syrian army. However, he was struck with the deadly disease of leprosy. He heard from a servant girl from Israel that there was a prophet in Israel that could heal him. The request from the Syrians first came to the king of Israel for healing. However, he was greatly disturbed by this request because he did not have the power of healing. However, Elisha the prophet heard of the king's distress. He advised the king to send Naaman to him. Naaman did so and received a message he did not like. In fact, it made him furious. Elisha's messenger told Naaman to specifically wash in the Jordan River in Israel 7 times and he would be healed. Naaman thought he would receive a personal visitation from Elisha, pray unto God on his behalf, wave his hand over the leprous spot, and cause healing to come to Naaman's body that way. He even stated that the rivers in his home country of Syria would have been better places for him to wash. Naaman already had in his mind how he was going to be healed. However, this was not God's plan. God does not think like us and do things like us. Thus, we must trust and obey his commands and not try to force our ideas upon him. The spirit of Naaman is alive today in many religious people. They are trying to force their false ideas about how to be saved and worship upon others that cannot be found in the Bible. When that is the case, they are being Naaman and have no spiritual blessings or salvation coming to them. Remember, we cannot do things our way and expect to be blessed. We must do it God's way in order to receive the promises of God. Naaman was healed, but not until he did things God's way, which was to wash in the Jordan 7 times. Please see my accompanying video entitled, What Did Jesus Really Say About Salvation? So you can do things God's way. God bless you. This is a ministry of the Henry Street Church of Christ.